Hello, I'm Sue Graham and I'm an information developer for IBM Integration Bus Healthcare Pack. Today I'm talking with some of the developers of IBM Integration Bus Healthcare Pack version 3.001, and we're going to tell you a bit about the product, why you might need it and what you get in the pack. So guys, please can you tell us who you are and what you do? Tim, would you like to start?
Yes, I'm the technical lead for Healthcare Pack from IBM. I've worked on the base product, IBM Integration Bus, for a number of years as well.
My name's Allan Hurworth. I'm an information developer and I work with the development team to write the product documentation.
Cool, I'm John McNamara, information architect and senior inventor.
Great, welcome everybody and thank you very much. Alan, please could you tell us a bit about the brief history of the product, about Healthcare Pack?
Yeah, sure. So the first Healthcare Pack was released in 2011 and it was built on the core integration product, which back then was IBM WebSphere Message Broker. So the first Healthcare Pack was actually known as the WebSphere Message Broker Connectivity Pack for Healthcare, and it was called that for the first two releases. And then in 2013, the core product had a name change to IBM Integration Bus, and the Healthcare Pack name was changed along with it in the latest release. So it's now the IBM Integration Bus Healthcare Pack version 3, and that was released at the beginning of 2014.
Brilliant, thanks ever so much for explaining that.
So I've mentioned the IBM Integration Bus, but for those people who aren't very familiar with it, what is it exactly?
Well, IBM Integration Bus is a simple, versatile and powerful way to connect applications together. Typically, different computer systems communicate their data across TCP/IP or web services, or store data in files or databases, and you need a product that can speak to and receive data from all those sources of data. And you also need the product to be able to understand data in various kinds of formats. Integration Bus can do both of those things, and in addition it can manipulate the data once it has received it and understood it. It can receive data from anywhere, it can understand data in any format, and it can change data before forwarding it on.
Cool, and IBM Integration Bus Healthcare Pack builds on that functionality.
That's right.
Awesome, thank you.
So Tim, what actually is IBM Integration Bus Healthcare Pack?
Well, it's a set of development accelerators for Integration Bus. Out of the box, it provides patterns that create applications which solve common problems in healthcare. Those patterns might be HL7 to HL7 applications. It also provides accelerators for web-based monitoring of the flow, or operational metrics of these generated applications. And it includes models for the data formats, which are used in the healthcare industry. Those data formats include HL7, which is used in almost every hospital in the world, and the use of HIPAA data standard to allow information exchange across the insurance industry for healthcare. The model describes the structure and the format of the data, and it allows Integration Bus and Healthcare Pack to work easily with the healthcare data.
Brilliant, thanks ever so much Tim. So why would I need to use IBM Integration Bus Healthcare Pack?
Well, the base product, IBM Integration Bus, is flexible and versatile enough to be able to solve all of these problems, but you would need to customize it for healthcare. That could be time-consuming for people whose first job is not integration of healthcare applications. These development accelerators solve the basic problems for you with a few mouse clicks. You can connect together two HL7 applications in a hospital, you can understand the data that comes in, you can manipulate it, you can save some data to a database and forward the resulting message on to another HL7 application. If the incoming data is HL7, then the Healthcare Pack can decode that data so that it can be mapped, stored or forwarded. In addition, applications produced by the Healthcare Pack can be monitored so that a hospital IT specialist can see how many messages are being processed by which applications.
Awesome, so in effect the IBM Integration Bus Healthcare Pack does all that kind of plumbing for you, so you haven't got to worry about that. You can just focus on adding value by linking your applications together.
Yes, that's a key value proposition here. Rather than getting concerned with the nitty-gritty of how to understand an HL7 message, you can go straight to the problems which relate to your business, your site, your hospital.
That sounds awesome.
So Tim, is it fair to say that you can go to the whatever level of detail you need to? So we've got the patterns in there, so if you've got a particularly common use case, you can use a pattern straight out of the box and get up and running really quickly. But if you need to do some customization or you've got a special case, then you've got the source files there to enable you to go to as much detail as you need to solve your requirement.
Yeah, thanks Alan, that's an excellent point you've raised. But for some people, a few clicks will produce exactly the application that you need. For others, it will give you an excellent basis for the application that you need. And you can then use the powerful facilities in Integration Bus to add extra logic into the generated application. And if later on you upgrade your copy of the Healthcare Pack to inherit some more facilities in that pattern, you can regenerate the pattern and inherit those new facilities without losing your own customizations. The other thing I wanted to go on and say is that in addition to all of the facilities we ship in the Healthcare Pack, all of the standard facilities that ship with the base product are available if you have the correct license, so that with the applications that are generated, although they're aimed at and customized for the healthcare market, it's still possible to integrate all the other departments in the enterprise, perhaps the financial department and databases and enterprise resource planning systems that might be in use in the enterprise, by using the base facilities of the product, and they can all be linked together by using Integration Bus along with these development accelerators.
Great, again, thanks very much, Tim. So what do I actually get in Integration Bus Healthcare Pack if I were to buy it?
Well, you get a set of accelerators aimed at automation. This is a very common requirement in the industry. Hospitals, clinics and other providers of healthcare, as well as healthcare insurers, typically run using HL7 to record what happens to patients, to record medical observations and various other procedures that happen in the hospital. So we supply a pattern which allows you to generate applications that link together these HL7 applications. We also supply a pattern for communicating with the DICOM image repositories, allowing you to schedule the moving and the reading of data from image repositories, DICOM repositories. And there is a pattern which allows you to quickly generate an application which receives HL7 messages and logs them to an ATNA repository for auditing or creating an audit record of your healthcare data. That's an IHE profile, so it's one of the regulatory requirements in the healthcare business. Secondly, we supply a pattern for remote patient monitoring. This is a very common requirement these days. Care in the community requires the ability for patients to report their own medical observations back to their care provider, perhaps from their mobile phone, and there are standard protocols available for this. So we have a pattern which allows you to receive data from these home help applications and store it in the patient's medical record. Thirdly, we supply a model for interpreting HIPAA data. HIPAA is used in the healthcare insurance industry in the United States, and we can now read, manipulate and write messages in the HIPAA format. And finally, the Healthcare Pack includes the facility for reading data from medical devices at the bedside. Every hospital has the problem that readings at the bedside and other medical observations need to be communicated back and stored in medical repositories, such as a patient's electronic health record. At the moment, a lot of device readings are being copied from device to a paper chart by care staff, then back into digital form at a nurse's station, for instance, which is hugely time-consuming for care staff and could result in transcription errors. But IBM Integration Bus Healthcare Pack can carry that data instead. Having a single central point to which all of these observations flow automatically at near real-time intervals can be a very powerful addition to the healthcare business.
Genius. So that sounds marvellous. If I'm interested, where can I go to find out more information? Is there an online community I can access?
Yep, so the first place to look is on the web.
Awesome.
So if you do an internet search and type in IBM Integration Bus Healthcare Pack, the first hit will take you to an IBM page where you can find out more information about the pack.
Fantastic, and we'll put the links to the notes with the video.
Great, thank you very much, guys. It's been very informative. Thank you very much for listening.
Cheers.
Bye.
Bye.